Hi everyone, and welcome to our full body workout with a chair. So if you are new here, my name is Kate and welcome to this 20-minute full body session. So we're actually going to do a warm up all together first, and then we're going to continue into a workout that just uses a chair. So all you'll need is a yoga mat and a chair. Just pop that chair to the side for our warm up and then have it handy for when we get into the workout. Today's workout is to time, so you can work as hard as you like, or you can reduce the intensity down a little bit by taking more breaks. So if you're finding it's a bit easy, you can keep working through the rest breaks, or you can pick the harder alternative that I give you. Or if you're finding it really challenging, that's totally fine. Just take a little bit more rest time or have little breaks within those work periods. I am a huge believer in working to what your body feels. So if today you're feeling a little bit tired or a little bit flat and you want to go a little bit slower, absolutely don't feel like you have to always follow what I'm doing, or you might want to exceed it and do an even harder version, okay? So work to what your body feels on this particular day, all right? And I think that's everything. So let's get moving. Okay, for our warm-up today, we have 9 exercises, 30 seconds each. There's no jumping, no jogging, it's all low impact. All you need to do is follow along with me. So our first exercise, we're going to take our hands out nice and wide to the side in a T shape, and we're going to draw little figure of eights with our hands. Nice and small and quite fast, just warming up your shoulders. So small little figure of eight. It can be quite hard to coordinate, so if you need to slow it down, do that to get the action. Or if you're feeling coordinated, you can speed it up to you. All right, one arm up, one arm down. We're gonna open, then swap. So a little pulse to open. We don't want to pop our ribs forwards and stick our bottom out. Tummy nice and tight, ribs in, and it's a gentle opening through the shoulders. If you have really flexible shoulders, try to control them so they're not flinging into your end range. So gently squeezing through your back as you get to that open phase. Okay, take the feet a little bit wider. We're going to go into a standing rotation. So soften the knees and you're going to gently rotate the arms from side to side. You can let the knees and the hips gently move with you. Don't feel like you need to keep them rigid. Alright, keep the feet where they are, and we're going to reach opposite hand towards the toe. So all the way down, all the way up to standing. If you get a bit dizzy doing these up and down movements, you can just stay down here and tap the toes so that you're not shifting from having your head down to standing the whole time. Or if you're okay with it, you can do a little bend into it, up to you. Alright, the next one we're going to do is we're going to go through a nice big sumo squat. So we're going to do a sumo squat and then reach to the side. You can either lift the leg or you can just keep the toe on the floor and reaching over. Up to you. Just be careful that you're not going to kick your chair or something else that's in your room if you're lifting the leg. Lovely, we're going to stay in this wide stance and we're going to bend down opposite toe, then extend up and rise on our toes. So we're doing a little squat rocket. So you're squatting and then shooting up towards the stars. That's it. Sticking the bottom out as we go into that squat. Alright, lovely, warming up our wrists for our activities that we have on our hands today. So just some gentle circles with the wrists, take them in the other direction. And take them up and down on a roller coaster. And the other way. Lovely, we're going to come down into an A-frame, so like a plank, but we're sticking our bottom up into the air. And we're going to reach opposite hand towards the toe, then sink our hips down into our plank. Opposite hand to the toe, back to the plank. Reaching, coming back. Reach. Don't worry if you can't reach the foot, just reach as close as you can. Alright, come down onto the mat. This one we're going to do a little rock and balance. So balancing on our bottom, draw your belly button in, rocking onto your back and coming up into a balance. And rolling back and finding that balance. Alright, nice. That is the end of our warm-up. So if you need to grab yourself a quick drink, pop your chair in position and we will get into that workout. Okay, let's move into our workout phase. So we've got 6 exercises. We're going to do each exercise 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. Again, if you need to move through those rest periods to make it more challenging, go for it. If you need to take more rest periods, that's totally fine. We're going to need a chair for every exercise that we do. So pop your chair on your mat to stop it from sliding around, or up against a wall is really great too, because then it won't shift anywhere. And making sure our chair is nice and sturdy. So we want to be able to put our weight on it without it shifting around or wobbling. So if you've got a plastic chair, probably not strong enough. Also those ones with thin wire legs that are a bit wobbly, probably not the best option either. So sturdy chair or a bench or a step. Make sure it's nice and strong, and let's get started. So our first exercise that we have is a step up. So we're going to place one foot on the chair, we're going to step up, swap feet, bringing it back down. Stepping up, swap the feet, back down. Focus on controlling the down phase in this one, so we're nice and slow back to the floor. And as we step up, think about keeping our belly button in, and we want to have a nice alignment through our legs. So if we're having to really shift our body to get up, the step might be too high. So you might need to bring it down a little bit and focus on powering through that foot to bring you up nice and tall. Pushing down through the foot and up to standing. That's it. If this is not challenging enough, you can add a little knee at the top. Just be careful because it takes a little bit more balance. Awesome, turn around. We're going to put one foot up on the chair. We're going to go into a Bulgarian split squat. So we're going to keep one foot grounded the whole time, one foot on the chair, bending both knees and then pushing back up to stand. If you need to use a wall to stabilize you or another chair, go for it because it can be a little bit wobbly, this position. We're going to work on one side for the 40 and then we're going to swap over to the other side. Swapping to the other foot, I like to take note, plant it down in the same position, so I'm the same distance from the chair on each side, and then readjust if you need something to stabilize you. As we're doing this, we want to be careful of where our knees are tracking. If we're really wobbly, grab that support so that you can keep the nice alignment as you go up and down. Really push and squeeze through that glute. Whew, my foot's sliding off my chair. I don't have the best balance some days. Keeping the belly button in, nice tall chest as we go. the legs a little shake out. We're going to go into some push-ups. So we're going to use the chair as a progression for our push-ups on our toes. So keeping the hands in, elbows are going to go along by your sides and pushing up. If you need to, you can turn your chair to the side. I'm just going to pause the timer really quickly so I get this instruction out to you. If you need to turn the chair to the side so you don't bop your face on it, go for it. Now this is a progression for our push-ups going from our knees to our toes. We're lifting it up so it's a little bit easier. So really think about a nice long line in the body, pushing through. If that's too easy, take your push-up down onto the floor and focus on elbows in push-up. If even that's too easy, take your feet up onto your chair and you can do a decline push-up. So you're going to lower down, push back up. I can't do those. They're too hard for me. But if that's your option, go for it. We're going to hit go on the timer, picking your level. I'm going to go on the chair, rotating it to the side, keeping the elbows in, so tummy tight, squeeze the bottom, lowering the chest down towards the chair, and pressing back up. This is a great one if you're frustrated because you've been doing push-ups on your knees for a long time and you really want to get to your toes. It's a nice little progression to start to feel the shape that you need for a good strong toe push-up. Keep drawing that belly button into your spine. Very nice. Shift that chair back if you need to. We are going to come down onto the floor. We're going to lay on our backs. We're going to lift up and place our heels on our chair. And then from here, we're going to lift our bottom up. And we're going to hold this reverse plank. Squeezing the bottom, staying nice and tight. One line. We don't want to be overarching. And we don't want our hips dropping down. If that's too easy, you can do a little tap, side to side. So one foot comes off, lowers towards the ground, and return back. Up to you. Lovely, bring yourself up. We're going to move into a tricep dip. So turning around, sit yourself down in a chair. You're going to place your hands on the edge of the chair with your fingers facing your bottom. And you're going to wriggle your hips off the chair. We're going to lower down, bottom nice and close to the chair. Press back up. It is easier with your knees bent. It's harder with them straight. Now if you are finding this really challenging, just don't go as low. So just do a small dip. That's also a good idea if you have any issues with your shoulders or you've got really flexible shoulders. Make sure you're controlling this position and keeping it nice and strong rather than just dropping down into that flexibility. That's it. Whew. Nice and slow. Lovely. All right, we're going to move into round 2. I'm going to quickly give it a pause so that you can grab a drink. You can wipe that sweat. I know I'm nice and sweaty. And then we're going to go into round 2. So exactly the same, starting with a step up. Okay, getting ready for our step ups. Just make sure your chair is in a good position for you. And let's get ready. Up we go. So stepping up, controlling it nice and slow on the way down so we're not just dropping back to the floor. Remembering you can add the little knee lift at the top if you want an extra challenge. Just be careful because it is less stable. Bulgarian split squat on one side. So picking whichever foot you want to start with. And remember, we're dropping down towards the floor, pressing back up. Use the support if you need it to stabilize you. Whew, I'm so wobbly today. Lying down, pushing back up, that's it. Keep that belly button in. Nice full chest, so we don't want to be dropping down to the chest as we lunge. Staying nice and tall. Awesome work. Swapping to the other side, so placing the foot in a similar position. Other foot goes up. Finding that balance. And getting ready to go. 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Today, no balance. Alright, let's go. Lowering down. That's it. If you want to make this one a little bit more challenging, when you come up, don't fully extend the bottom leg. So you're keeping that muscle under tension the whole time. You'll feel the burn a little bit more. You could also add some weight to this movement, but you want to make sure that you're getting a nice strong position, that you've got your balance before you add that weight. Awesome, shake those legs out. We're going to come into our push-up. So turning that chair if you need to, or going down onto the ground, or placing your feet on the chair if you're doing the decline push-ups. Getting ready with our hands on the chair. Strong plank position. Let's go. Elbows by the sides and pushing back up. Keep that belly button drawn in, squeezing the bottom. Nice and tight. Whew. Awesome. Nice. Shift that chair back. We're going to lay down on our backs, ready for a reverse plank. So heels up on the chair. Remember, you can lift up and hold, or you can do the taps. Up to you. Alright, getting ready to lift. Let's go. So bottom nice and tight, belly button drawn in. Adding those taps in if you wish, or just holding. If you're doing the taps, be very careful that as you tap, your hips aren't dropping down. So you want to keep your hips stable, and it's just the leg moving. So you can even put your fingers on your hips to feel if you're shifting or not. Alright, coming up, ready for our tricep dips. So sit down on the chair, hold a rest for like 10 seconds. And then getting ready. So hands facing your bottom, place them on the chair, wriggle that bottom off. Have your hands wrapping over the edge of the chair. Let's go, so lowering down, stay close to the chair, pressing back up. Almost there, keep going, you can do it. Awesome, have a quick little got 20 seconds before we go into our final round, into our step ups first of all. All right, getting ready for those step ups. Okay, let's go. Nice and controlled. This one gives you a chance to catch your breath, control that breathing, and control the lower. Bulgarian split squats. Let's see if I can balance a little better this time. So getting into position, and we're going to use that support if we need to, and then controlling down. I need to go a little bit further. Sometimes you need to readjust yourself. Move into a position that feels right for you. So if you're feeling a bit cramped for space, you might be too close to your chair. If you feel like you're pulling your chair over, you might be too far away. Keep that belly button drawn in. Almost there. Alright, walking to the other side. So take a little breather, find that balance. And we're getting ready. Alright, 5 seconds to go. Let's go. Lowering down, bringing back up. Nice and slow on the way down. Awesome, nice work. We're going to go into our push-up. Turn that chair. Getting ready to place our hands on the chair or the ground, or toes on the chair, whichever one works for you. Alright, 5 seconds. Come into that plank. Squeeze the bottom, tummy tight, ready to go. Lowering down. Try to keep a long line from your head to your toes, so we're not letting our head lift up or drop down as we're doing our push-up. And focus on that belly button in, elbows along the side. Woo. Almost there. Woo. Done the push-ups for the workout. Now we've just got the reverse plank and our tricep dips. Then we're done. We're almost there. So placing the feet up on the chair. Heels up. Lifting those hips off the floor. That's it. Either holding here, tight bottom, belly button in, or adding a little tap. Your taps don't have to go all the way to the ground. They can just be little halfway taps. So if you're finding that just holding is too easy, but the full tap, your hips are shifting, just do a little baby tap, a little air tap. Alright, so keep squeezing those glutes. Keep that nice straight shape. That's it. Alright, coming up, last exercise. placing the hands on the edge. All right, we got 6 seconds. So let's slide our bottoms up. Get a good grip with the hands. And off we go. Nice and slow and controlled. Remember, you can reduce it, keep it a little bit shallower, or if you need to make it harder, straighten your legs out. Keeping the bottom nice and close to the chair. Ten seconds. Nice one. We're done. Woo. Amazing work. That was a pretty challenging workout, working the whole body. It's pretty cool what you can do with just your body weight and very simple items in your house. I think this lockdown has taught us all that we don't always need all the fancy equipment to still get a really good workout. So I hope you got a nice workout out of this session. Now, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get notifications of when I pop up new workouts. I'm planning on putting up content on every Thursday and Tuesday. Hopefully each week a workout and then some kind of additional content, whether it's a stretch, a warm-up routine, or some little tips and tricks. Things like how to do a correct push-up. So if you have any specific things that you would love to have a little tutorial on, please let me know. If there's anything you find challenging, you're like, I'd just really like to know how to do that correctly, pop it in the comments. Let me know what it is that you would like me to address, and I will do my best to get those out very soon. So pop those comments down, pop a little like or dislike if you liked this workout, if you didn't like it, what you found challenging. I love to hear your feedback. It's very helpful for me to continue developing these workouts. And now we've just finished a very full-on workout, so it's a great idea to cool down. So hop across, do my little cool down session. It's a nice way to bring the heart rate back down, stretch everything out, and just relax the body a little bit after the workout. And I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!